Welcome back. This podcast explores the beautiful space where generosity occurs through ancient and modern writings from all cultures, seeking deeper wisdom for fun development work. If you like this podcast, please rate or review it in your favorite podcast app. This week, I've been thinking about the effects of indecision and procrastination. Why does it become so hard to take the first step, to follow through, to pick up the phone, to schedule the meeting, to write the letter? This week, I'm reflecting on the words of Cicero, as weaved through several of his works, published between 89 BC and 43 BC. Quote, "Man is his own worst enemy," unquote. He remarks, "For nothing stands out so conspicuously or remains so firmly fixed in the memory as something in which you have blundered," unquote. He explains why. Now, do you think this could possibly happen to a wise person, to be subject to distress in this way? That is, to misery. For every emotion is a misery, but distress is a very torture chamber. Desire scalds us, wild delight makes us giddy, fear degrades us, but the effects of distress are worse. Gauntness, pain, depression, disfigurement. It eats away at the mind and, in a word, destroys it. This we must shed, this we must cast away, or else remain in misery." Unquote. How do we move past misery? He writes, "It is not enough to possess virtue as though it were an art, unless we use it. For although, if we do not practice an art, we may retain it theoretically, the whole of virtue is centered in the exercise of virtue." Unquote. And he remarks on the effects. "More is lost by indecision than by wrong decision. Indecision is the thief of opportunity. It will steal you blind." Unquote. He then gives a replacement virtue. "Confidence is that feeling by which the mind embarks on great and honorable courses with a sure hope and trust in itself." Unquote. Our indecision and procrastination not only affects us, but it robs donors the joy of generosity when we delay giving them the opportunity to be involved. Indecision can steal from our nonprofits as well when we wait too long before asking a donor and then the donor moves on to a different cause. When we are stuck in misery, whether it's from indecision or the memories of past blunders, we must reflect on the great and noble causes that we serve and trust that there is a beautiful space of generosity when we invite donors into that space. Let's reflect on two questions. Is there an area where you are stuck in indecision and procrastination? How can you bring confidence, hope, or trust of a good outcome to that area of indecision? Share this podcast if you enjoy these 5-minute reflections, and subscribe to receive these reflections released every Monday. To explore fundraising coaching deeper, visit servingnonprofits.com. See you next week.